gimmicks. Yeah. No gimmicks, taking over, no limits. Motivation, the truth inside everything you are hearing. Reporting live, know you feel it. Wrestling is everything that we won't know what special meaning. We on it live with no gimmicks. No gimmicks.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Todd Smith here once again live at Wilkie High School. Holiday Havoc 2017 for Northeast Wrestling. And joining me on the No Gimmicks podcast, the sexy beast himself, or one Mr. Bull Dredd. How you doing this evening, my man?
This is awesome.
Hey.
I wanted to be on the show since I did the photo bomb on zombies.
This guy, man, he got his pretty face in while I was talking to one Mr. Ron Zombie at our last show over there at Muzzy Phil for Wrestling With The Stars. But this time, it's all on him.
Right,
we're going to ask him some questions and learn a little bit about his career and his life and whatnot.
Yes.
So let's start off first with the fatal four-way between yourself and Ron Zombie tagging up against Adrenaline Rush, the Battle Brothers, and also the Graysons. So things didn't quite go your guys' way. So how are you guys going to regroup and kind of go at it again for the next time? You know, next time you have to face those guys.
Well, Zombie and Zombie is pretty much, he's been my mentor for the last 17 years from day one. So we just have that chemistry, and no matter what, we're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Good.
So it's like, you know, we're loved by the fans, and the fans kind of brought us together back again. Don't worry, we ain't going anywhere. But we were, no matter what, we were always and forever be the first NEW Tag Team Champions.
Right on, man. So hey, so speaking of which, let's go back to the very beginning here.
Yeah.
So now, when exactly did you start in the wrestling business, and who was all responsible for training you?
January 2001 is when I first stepped foot in the wrestling business. House of Pain Pro Wrestling Dojo here in Waterbury, and it was Jason Knight from ECW. It was his school, and it was Jason Knight, Justin Krill, not Justin Krill, I'm sorry. He came after Ron Zombie, Fred Curry Jr. Does that ring a bell to you?
Fred Curry Jr. No.
His father was Flying Fred Curry Sr.
Okay.
Wild Bull Curry.
Okay.
Back from the early 80s WWF days.
Okay.
Rocky Fred Curry. Dylan Cage was there. And Jason, you know, what was a good thing about House of Pain is especially when he started ACW, Assault Championship Wrestling, which I always feel that it was the hotbed of indie wrestling here in Connecticut.
Okay.
ECW was still fresh, even though it had just went out of business. Jason would bring in a lot of the ECW talent, and it was just like, you know, to me it was like ECW being born again. And so I've trained with guys like Chris Hamrick, Kick Cash.
Okay, Confederate Currency.
Yeah. I didn't actually train with Kick Cash, but he would bring him in, and I balls Mahoney, and you know, I worked New Jack, so I even did stuff with Sandman. And so it's like I've learned a lot just from that era, and that's the era I came from. And I had just missed it by a year, because I've been told plenty of times Heyman would have definitely used me.
Oh, man. So now, hey, one name in particular sticks out, the ones you just mentioned. You said you had the opportunity to work New Jack. New Jack's name is infamous in the pro wrestling scene.
Yes.
You know, being one of the most dangerous men in the business. What was it like stepping between the ropes with him?
I got New Jack, and the video's on YouTube. I mean, we all know how wrestling is, and you know, the way the storyline was going is I was Jason's main head student,
okay,
and I turned on him. And I was getting married a few weeks later, so we needed an angle to where I was taken out. Okay. And being in the ring with New Jack, I was terrified because I did not want to bleed. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do that. I mean, I didn't want to hear my wife at the time, you know. But it was definitely petrified. Yeah, I was definitely petrified. But after it was over, I walked to the back, and first thing New Jack says goes, "Man, what did you do? Who did you piss off?" I was like, "No, man, we get married in 2 weeks." But it was a great feeling. Now looking back, you know, I was New Jack. Not many people can say that.
Not too many could live to tell about that, right?
Yeah.
Hey, so let's talk a little bit about your repertoire here. So, signature moves. Like, what are some of the moves you enjoy? You know, punishing your opponents with in the ring.
Well, I'm well known for my Castrator. I don't know if you've seen that.
Please do tell. I have not seen it. I don't think I have.
I came up with it 10 years ago, where the guy straddles my shoulder, and I just drop down. I take a big ass bump, and my shoulder pretty much crushes his balls.
Wow.
So I was like, I need to give this a cool name. And it was, you know, the Beast, Bull Dredd, Castrator. What happens to bulls?
Yes.
Cut the balls off, baby. Woo! And I have another move that I call, like Kane came up with it. I call it the HTA. It's almost like the GTS, but instead of doing it with the knee, I do it with a forearm.
Okay.
It was just, I have an array of moves.
So now, which do you prefer working on, as a face or as a heel?
It's definitely hard to turn me heel, but I can do both.
Okay.
I enjoy both. Heel because now that I've with the weight loss, my stamina is much better, so I can go longer. So I know how to save myself. I mean, the older you get and the more experience you get in this business, less is more.
Okay. So now, you have made quite a transformation, because I remember when I first met you, this is going back a few years ago at AEW show, you were much heavier and whatnot. And I remember, like, when I met you guys, as you were kind of walking down the aisle, I shook hands with you and Ron Zombie. I was just like, wow, that guy, he's got a cool look. He kind of reminds me of Mick Foley a little bit.
Yep.
And the other dude reminded me of Bam Bam Bigelow.
I've heard that plenty of thousands of times.
Can't quite give you that comparison anymore, though, because as we've seen, you shedded the pounds, you got yourself in really good shape and everything. So we know, like myself, that you deal with some complications.
Yes.
With diabetes.
The weight loss came with consequences. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm Italian. I love eating, and I stressed ate, and I love to cook, and it started taking a toll on me. And little by little, I was well over 330. I don't even have an estimate how much I weighed. I just know that by the time I went to the doctor a year later, I went from the last time I was at the doctor was 327, and a year later I was already down to 285. So the diabetes, I had diabetes and type 2 diabetes, and it kicked in, and I didn't even know it. So I started shedding the weight. But ever since then, I've been on the pill, and just maintaining. I mean, I dedicate my life to health. Like, I eat whatever I want.
Right.
I just don't indulge anymore. And but it's really hard maintaining because staying in shape and staying active, especially at the gym. And I love going to the gym. All I used to do was cardio. That's all I did was like cardio every night until I started weightlifting maybe about 5-6 months ago. I definitely see a difference. I feel much better, but I've started slowly gaining weight again.
Right.
But I feel great.
Yes. And one thing I've noticed, because you and I recently connected on social media, your posts are all inspirational. They're all positive and whatnot. So I automatically begin to kind of say, I'm taking a liking to this guy. I like his story and whatnot. I like how he tries to, encourage others to follow through and, like carry out their dreams and whatnot. So I guess my whole thing is, at the end of the day, what's your end game? Where could you see yourself, maybe say about like 5 or 6 years down the road in your career? What would be your ultimate goal in this business?
The ultimate goal in this business is have fun and inspire anybody I can to follow their dreams, no matter what profession or whatever dreams they have. I've honestly, through wrestling and my weight loss and the transformation, it's given me purpose in life. The fans, people that I've inspired, friends, family. I mean, when they come and message me, and they message like, your transformation or your post has really inspired me to change my life, to really, believe in your sexy, get back to the gym. It's a wonderful feeling. I mean, I post every day to be with my humor. I'm not afraid to admit what I like, but if I, just saying with wrestling, to be a heel, you can't be ashamed. You got to be willing to go out there and make fun of yourself.
Exactly.
If you can't make fun of yourself, you're not having fun. Right. So the way I portray myself on social media is who I am in real life. I get to be me through my character. No matter how ridiculous the post is or how humorous, or how much of a jabroni I make myself look, you know what? If I can make somebody laugh, if I can inspire one person, you can inspire, because of that, you can inspire a whole generation. Right. Because that's all it takes. There's too much negativity in this world.
I agree.
And, between racism and religion and this and that, you know what? Under one God, we're all family. And my purpose in life is to bring change to life. The people around me. I try to inspire anybody around me. My awesome goes coast to coast, worldwide, baby. Woo! I walked the talk, baby.
Hey, so now for being such a positive and uplifting dude and whatnot, the name Bull Dredd, when I hear that name, that just strikes fear in the hearts of, like, you know, just about any man. So how did that name exactly come to be?
My name was Mike Dredd.
Okay.
When I first started getting in the ring and started training, and we were just training one day, and this time I've already had one show, and we were just training in the ring, and I was doing stuff, and Jason goes, Bull Dredd, Bull, that's your name, Bull Dredd.
So Jason came up with that name for you.
And I kind of portrayed myself. I honestly mimicked a lot of Stone Cold at the time. I just did what came natural. I was just a heel. I was a natural heel like that. But I, you know, like my tattoos, you know, Fear the Bull Dredd of Horns, you know, the original Beast, Horns to Asses. They all are periods of my career and a transformation of my life. And you know, then I had the cross and I added the rose, and that's, you know, that's the sexy piece right there.
Right on, man.
And I didn't come up with the Beast until a few years ago. Not too long ago. Boots to Asses. You know, remember The Rock?
Yeah, The Rock.
Horns to Asses. So I called myself the HTA. It's weird how, like, in life, and especially in wrestling, like, just something you say will stick and just become like, there it is.
Right.
And that's how it's worked. I mean, I call myself the original Beast of Connecticut.
Cool.
Because I am.
Yes.
You know?
All right, man. So hey, dream match, either solo or as a tag with
Me
with
versus
Ronza.
Flair.
You versus Flair with
Or
stipulation.
me versus Arn Anderson.
Yeah. Okay.
Me and Zombie versus the Horseman.
Versus the Horseman. Okay, as Tully and Arn Anderson.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So hey, at this point, I'm going to give you the opportunity to kind of promote whatever you have coming up with Northeast Wrestling, any projects that you're involved in, or any appearances that you're going to be making. So Bull Dredd, at this time, the floor is yours.
Well, tonight we also will be high school. Zombie and I, unsuccessful tonight. You know, congrats to the Adrenaline Rush. Next week, Bethany, Zombie and I, we're supposed to be versus the Now. I don't know what's up in the air now. But January 13th, Over the Top, it's time to make the NEW title sexy, baby. Woo!
All right. So hey, tell our viewers how they can catch up with you on social media, on Facebook and Twitter.
I'm on Facebook. I don't know what you're doing. Facebook, Bull Dredd. I'm on Twitter. I really don't use Twitter. I'm on Instagram, the Sexy Beast Bull Dredd. Snapchat, Bull Dredd. That's about it. I mean, listen, I'm on. You follow me on Facebook. I guarantee you will feel my awesome.
Right on. Hey, so one thing is for sure. I wish I could sit here and talk with Bull Dredd all night long, but fortunately, this show is coming to a close. They're kind of breaking everything down, tearing everything down around us. So that means we got to get up on out of here. So hey, Bull, it's been a pleasure.
This is
brother.
awesome. Thank you very much. I'm down. When I'm down to social media, I talk about my life. I'm an open book.
Right on. So check out my man Bull Dredd on any Northeast Wrestling shows, or check him out on social media. Hey, we are No Gimmicks, No Image, all wrestling all the time. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos.
No gimmicks. Yeah. No gimmicks, taking over, no limits. Motivation, the truth inside everything you are hearing. Important live, know you feel it. Wrestling is everything that we won't know with special meaning. We on it live with no gimmicks.